All right, folks. We are here live in Colorado Springs at the Certis Ice Center, home of the 18U AAA team. And that's the Colorado Springs Tigers, as most of you probably already know. They're playing Denver East today. They are the last season state champions. So this should be a little more of a game than what they've had against both Regis and Valor, but should be a pretty good hard fought game between both teams. Looks like we got a lineup. I think there's a couple changes in who's playing where. Not exactly sure what they are for the Tigers, but I will let you know as soon as I find out. We are still in the middle of warm-ups. We've got about 4 minutes left. So in an effort not to get banned from or blocked from Facebook, as we so frequently found out last weekend when they were in Vegas, why that happens, I am going to mute it during the times that I'm not talking and the music is playing, just so we don't have to worry about that. In the meantime, enjoy watching the warm-ups. We won't be talking much during the remainder of it, but we'll be back for the start of the puck drop in the first period. All right, folks, warm-ups are done. They are proceeding to pick up the pucks, and we are getting ready to go. Not sure if you noticed, but the officials are actually running a four-man system in this game, as opposed to what we saw in Vegas, where they were running a two-man system. So we got two officials, two linesmen. It allows, especially at this speed, it allows the officials to keep better track of the game as it goes. Not sure if you heard or even know of Steve Jensen. Steve Jensen was an NCAA champion, played in the NHL, and went to the Olympics. He had a camp up in Deerwood, Minnesota, called the Heartland Hockey Camp. Unfortunately, Steve Jensen passed away this last week. I believe it was about just a couple days ago. I actually had the privilege of attending his camp as an adult and had so much fun. Blake got to go and actually meet Steve Jensen. So it was sad to hear of his passing. He was a genuinely nice guy, and amazingly, he was able to remember everybody's name. It was just unbelievable how he could do that. Anyway, we are getting ready for the start of the game. Looks like I don't know who's starting up front. Looks like we might have Porter taking the draw up front, going against can't see his number. Looks like number 29. Tigers win that one. Over to Sloviak, up to Noble. Noble chips that in. Sorry, cameras are still switching. There we go. Sorry about that. McEnroy picks up the puck down low, loses it. Number 13 comes flying up the ice. That's Giles. He goes through center ice, carries it in, and Tigers get it back. McEnroy with it. Got a couple players on him. Chipped up the near side. Burnt picks it back up, throws it up to Noble. Noble backhands it up, and not quite out. Finally out on a second attempt. Number 19 carries it back in. He has it stolen. Backhanded up, but not out. Number 7 walks in, shot just wide. Looks like we have Johnson in net tonight. Tigers pick it up in their own zone. Burnt gets it. Quick spin pass, gets it up to Adams. Adams carries it up. Shot, and a save by the goaltender for Denver East. Can't see who the goaltender is, what his number is. I'll get that for you in a little bit. You don't need that on right now. Ray taking the draw. He wins that one. Back to Kenny. Kenny chips that down low. Number 8, Biel Pondo picks it up. Back up the near side. Kenny stops it from coming out, but it pops out. Denver picks it up. Throws it cross ice. Back over to the near side. Chipped up center ice. Ray right there. Stolen by Ingram. Tries to get it over to Ray. That pass is blocked. Denver brings it back up the ice. Number 6 carries it in. Centering pass off of Johnson's stick. Down low. Denver picks it up and ended up losing it. Ray gets it up to Ingram. Ingram carries it in. He's surrounded by Denver East players. Denver picks it up down low. And that was Robinson went in, took a little tumble into the boards, gets back up. Albano with it, chips it in, goes off of a player, so it didn't go very far. Ingram to Wenner. Wenner up to Marvisi. Marvisi carries it in, but he carries that in off sides. Just as Marvisi was shooting the puck, we had a whistle. Face-off out in the neutral zone on the near side. Porter taking the draw. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi carries it up, throws it in on a chip. Goes off the back boards. Denver East picks it up on the far side. Marvisi's right there. Chips it up. and doesn't go very far. Porter picks it back up, cross ice. Albano to Noble, back to Albano. Albano over to Marvisi. Marvisi gets it up to Noble. Noble carries it in, tries to get around a couple of the Denver players, not able to do so. They bring it back through the neutral zone, carry it in, and lose a handle on it. Porter's still with it. Denver got it back. Porter caught it and then lost it again. Another shot towards the net. And who was that? That was Burnt that picked it up. Carries it up through the neutral zone. Gets it down low, leaves it behind the net. Ray racing to get to it. Him and one of the Denver East players collide. Puck still down low. Denver picks it back up, carries it up through the neutral zone. Shot towards the net. Johnson redirects that to the corner, picked up by Adams. Far side, over to the near side, but comes out. Chipped back in by number 13, Giles. Slomiak now with it. Long pass to Geronazzo. Goes off of his stick and into the zone. Chipped back out by Denver East. Pass over to Adams. He's not able to get control of it. Number 29 with it now. Backhand pass. It really doesn't go very far. 23 now with it. Skates up past Geronazzo with a little move into the zone. Leaves it for 13. 13 out his pocket picked. Robinson racing down now. Robinson cuts to the front of the net, but ends up losing the puck. Ingram now with it. Left for Wenner. Wenner with it behind the net. Chips it up to the near side boards. Battle right at the blue line. And kept in. Softly chipped that one in. Denver East picks it up. Chips it up the near side board. Gets by Kenny. He has to backtrack to pick it up. Chips it off the boards. Robinson to Ingram. Ingram carrying it in. And a shot blocked up front. Wenner picks it up off of that. Centering pass to Porter. A shot. And that goes off the ceiling, so we'll get a stop to play with the puck out of play. 13-16. Nothing on the board yet as both teams are vying for that space. Face off that looks like they're going to redo. Porter again taking the draw. Chipped off the backboards. Chipped up and out. Albano back to pick it up in the Tigers zone. Takes it around behind the net. Rims it around to the far side. Goes off of a Denver East stick and a shot on. Back behind the boards. Or back behind the net. Porter picks it up, chips it up. Tries to get it over to Noble. Noble gets it up to McEnroy. McEnroy carries it through center ice. He had his pocket pick. Albano gets it over to McEnroy, who carries it in. Centering pass and a hard shot by Adams. The goalie made a great save on that. Adams steals the puck back, but has his pocket picked by the Denver East player. Centering pass into the neutral zone. Picked off by Ray. Ray carries that in. He goes in, and a shot just wide of the net. Number 5, Wozner. I think that's how you say that. Wozner. He picked it up. Shot by Geronazzo. Goes off of the goalie's stick in the far corner. Number 2 picks that one up. Bounces it off the far side boards. Over to Burnt. Burnt with it now. Chips it up the boards to Wenner. Gets it up to Robinson. Robinson had it knocked away from him, and Wenner just chips it down deep. Centering pass. Ingram can't get a stick on it as Wozner's right there. Number 14, Dardanis, chipped it up, not out. Shot on net, and the goalie covers that one up, so we get a stoppage of play. 11:25 left in the first period. Looks like we got Robinson taking the draw out with Ingram a winner. Robinson wins that one, but the Denver East player gets to it first. Gets it up to number 13. 13 with good puck protection. Gets it to 29. Just chips it in. Backhanded out by Winner. 21 chips it in, but it goes off a Winner and back through the neutral zone. Chipped down deep. Softly there to pick it up. Chips it up and ends up going out, but Denver East brought it out themselves. Number 13 lost an edge, but managed to get the pass over. That goes off of Porter. Noble now with it. He loses it. Noble battling hard to get it back. Noble finally gets it out on his second attempt. Number 7, Capra with it now. Chips it up to 13, who just leaves it, but Porter steals that one. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi tried to carry it in, got bumped off the puck. Number 13 now with it. Number 13 is Giles. Giles carries it up through the neutral zone. Gets hit by McEnroy. Gets a shot on net. Giles with it down low. Picked off by Porter on his centering pass. Tried to get it up to Noble. Noble not able to handle that one. Number 7 carries it in. Shot on. That was Capra with a good shot on Johnson, but Johnson saw it all the way in and was able to glove that one down. Still nothing on the board so far. Both teams playing really well. A couple of mistakes here and there, but not too shabby. Tigers with that. Slomiak back to get it behind the goal line. Slomiak again with it. Over to Burnt. Burnt chips it up to Adams. Adams up to Ray. Ray carried it in, but he carried it in offside, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Tigers win that one. Slomiak cross-ice pass over to Burnt. Burnt carries that one in. Centering pass goes off of a Denver East skate. Burton now with it, gets it over to Ray. Ray chipped it behind the net to Giordazzo. Slomiak with it, shot towards the net. That's blocked up front. Adams with it, rims it around, but nobody able to get to it first. Burnt having to race back to pick it up in his own zone. No icing on that because it was on the Tigers. Up to Slomiak, but he's not able to handle it. Ray had it chip past him. Battle down in the far side corner. Burke leaves it for Wenner. Wenner picks it up, chips it into the far corner. Robinson to get it, but he's not able to get to it first, as Denver East does. Cross-ice pass up through the neutral zone, picked off by Kenny. Softly gets it up, but it goes off of Wenner. He's not able to control it. Denver East not able to control their pass through the neutral zone. McEnroy with a shot that's blocked solidly. And Denver East carries it in. Chips it off of Kenny. Kenny now with it. He just throws it in, but it also hits the ceiling. So we got a stoppage of play.
Sent your information to our website for people to join in.
Okay.
You'll accept them so
Yep. As soon as they come in.
Thank you.
Sure. Porter taking the draw now. Down in the Tigers zone. McEnroy tripped up, but that was because he tried to cut across one of the Denver East players. Picked up by Kenny. Kenny throws it in the far side. Rims up the far side to Noble. Noble centering pass to Porter. He's not able to get a stick on it. Marvisi now with it. He gets hit. Shot on him, a save by Johnson. Noble gets it up to McEnroy. McEnroy not able to handle that. Denver East 19 comes flying up through the neutral zone, crosses over the red line and chips it down deep. Albano to pick it up. He gets it up to Geronazzo. Geronazzo gets it out of the zone, but not able to get it to another Tigers player. Albano tries to get it up to Adams. They don't connect on that as that pass is intercepted. Number 5 with it. Shot just trickles wide through the crease. Chipped up by Geronazzo, but not out. Geronazzo again with it down on the near side boards. Ray takes it behind the net. Back up to Albano. Albano with his little move. Cross-ice pass to Adams. Adams not able to handle that one either. Brought into the zone, into the Tigers zone. Chipped way up and out. Geronazzo gets it over to Robinson. Robinson skates in, shot, and that one's blocked. Denver East now with it. Chipped up. And Sloviak has a couple Denver East players on him. Loses it. Chipped up by Ingram, not able to handle it. Robinson up to Ingram. And centering pass, Wennerwood now with it. Shot, and that one's blocked, and that hits the backdrop netting right behind the net. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off down low in the Denver East zone. 6:15 left in the first period, and we do not have anything on the board yet. Looks like we got a penalty on Denver East. Number 2, Merrill is going to the box for it looks like we got a high sticking call. That's going to put the Tigers on a power play late in this first period. Tigers control that off the faceoff. Kenny with it. Tries to get it down deep to Ingram. Ingram over to McEnroy. Back over to Ingram. Cross ice. And that goes off of a Denver East player. Number 8, Biel Pondo. It went off of his skate or his leg. Not sure which. But that puts the Tigers up 1-0 so far in this game. On a power play goal. I believe Ingram will be credited with that one. He tried to get it across to McEnroy. Goes off of Villapondo's skate or his shin and ends up in the back of the net past their goalie. Ray's taking the draw now. Softly carries it up. Throws it towards the net. Goes way over the net. Chipped up by 13. Kenny blocks that, chips it into the far corner, over into the near side corner, down low. And Denver East throws it all the way down, and we're going to get an icing call on Denver, which means it'll come all the way back to face-off just to the right of the goaltender. I still have not gotten a look at his number, so I don't know whether it's Smithberger or Cozart in net. Ray taking the draw for the Tigers. They control that. Softly just dumps it down low. Geronazzo there to try and pick it up. And he's battling. Adams gets to it. Cross-ice pass is blocked. Denver East picks it up on the near side corner. And then chipped up and out. Softly controlling it now. Chips it off the boards. Denver gets control of it in their own zone. Gets around Wenner, but Wenner picks it back up and throws it down deep. Centering pass, and Ingram picks it up and chips it down for Wenner. Wenner controlling it down low. Battle up high. Marvisi takes a hard shot, goes off of Ingram's stick. Right on net. Wenner now with it in the far corner. He backhands it and leaves it. Picked up on the near side, chipped off the boards. And Robinson just chips it in on a backhand. Chips up the boards. Marvisi gets it up to Ingram. Ingram carries it over the blue line, but carried it over offside, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Looks like we got a few people watching this game. We got some of the Denver East players also or parents, family watching the game too. Chipped up and not out. Finally, nope, doesn't come out on the second attempt either. Denver East controlling it down low. Noble right on the player. Shot and a save by Johnson. And Denver East is able to keep it in. They chip it down deep. Albano picks it up down below the goal line and leaves it for Marvisi. Marvisi backhands it up to Noble. Marvisi picks it up. Gets it over to Albano. Albano now with it. Albano chips it up to McEnroy. Back to Albano, back to Noble. Noble not able to keep it in. And we got an offsides call. It looks like we are playing delayed offsides on this, which is high school rules. Shot way wide, picked up on the near side, but McEnroy was able to get it out. Chipped back up, McEnroy with it. He let it go as he would have been offsides if he touched it. Adams hounding number 13, who leaves it back for 5. Chipped up, and 29 redirects it into the zone. Burnt picks it up down low, leaves it for Slomiak, who blows a tire, falls down. Centering pass goes over to the far side. Shot, and Johnson with a save. Nice save by Johnson. Great play by the Denver East kids. Face-off down in the Tiger zone, just to the right of Johnson. Ray taking the draw, going against number 9, Beardshare. Or sorry, that's not 9. That is number 19. That was Patterson. And that ends up in the Tigers bench. So we'll redo the face-off. And they're saying it's coming out of the zone, which means it went off of, or it was chipped in by one of the Denver East players. Ray taking the draw, going against Patterson again. And Tigers win that one. Kenny with it. Comes up to the neutral zone. Crosses over the red line and chips that in. Rims around to the far side. Adams right there, but he's not able to get a solid stick on it. It bounces back in. Shot on Johnson. Johnson had to do a little bit of work there. Softly now with it. Chipped up. His pass is picked off by number 13. Puck is bouncing around. Finally, the Tigers, Geronazzo gets it back and chips it up the far side boards. Number 23, Stone back to pick it up. Long pass up to 13, Giles. Giles with it now. Carries it in. He's hounded by Ingram, and he gets knocked down and hits the boards a little hard. Robinson now with it. Carries it into the zone. Leonard now gets it. Leaves it for Ingram, and the door popped open, so that they had to blow it dead. So we will have a face-off down in the Denver zone at the 2-minute mark. Tigers the only goal scorer. Tigers have the only goal scored so far in this period. Chipped up, Marvisi with it, throws it towards the net, gets past number 12, picked up in the far side. 12 with it, gets it up to 6. Smith, but he's not able to handle it. Goes into the Denver zone. Leonard right there trying to bury that one. Leonard now with it. He just throws it down deep as a couple of the Tigers go for a change. Marvisi picks off that pass. Tries to get it up to Noble. Noble wasn't expecting that one. Denver East comes back with it. Down in deep into the Tigers zone. 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the period. Centering pass with a nice redirection, but it goes up over Johnson and hits the backdrop netting right behind the goalie. A little bit lower, and that might have gone in. Noble taking the draw. He's going against number 19, Patterson. McEnroy gets it up to Noble. Noble carries it up through the neutral zone and into the Denver zone, loses the handle on it. Chipped up and past Burt. Burt racing to get to it. Gets it over to Slomiak. Slomiak with it. Tries to hit Robinson, but it bounces off of his foot, goes up to McEnroy. McEnroy now with it, centering, gives it over to Noble. Noble centered that one. Slomiak now with it, down low. Picked off by number 13, Giles, but he's not able to get it out. Denver East captain, number 7, Capra carries it in and he gets hit. Chipped up to McEnroy. McEnroy carries it in. Centering pass, Burnt with it, shoots up over the net. And that goes, I think they said that went off of the backdrop netting right at the 15.8 second mark of the first period. Faceoff's going to be outside of the zone. Got Ray taking the draw. He's going against number 15, Chad. Picked off by Softly and thrown in. Number 8, Villalpando, backhands it over to the far side. Chipped up. Softly picks that one off. Tries to get it over to Geronazzo. They don't connect on that. Time expires. And we are going to go to an intermission. We'll be back shortly with the start of the second period. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and mute, and we'll be back for puck drop. All right, folks, back, and Denver wins that faceoff. But Ray putting on a lot of pressure with the speed. Centering pass, shot by Geronazzo. Just bounced wide. Picked up down low. Geronazzo hits number 8 over to the far side. Burnt not able to keep a hold of it. Ray now with it. He just chips it in on a weak chip. Slomiak now with it. Cross ice over to Burnt. Burnt loses a handle on it and ends up into the Tigers zone. Adams backhands it out. Chipped up to Burnt. Burnt gets it past the defender. Tried to center it to Adams, and that goaltender got his stick on that. Prevented Adams from burying the second goal of the game. Great save by the goaltender. Face-off just to his right now. Robinson taking the draw. And Denver comes away with that one, throws it high and hard off the glass, goes down into the Tigers zone. Johnson chips it up and out of the zone. Robinson grabs it out of midair, throws it down, and immediately loses it. Denver gets it down low. I'm going to start referring to Denver as the Angels. That's the name of the Denver East Angels. Shot way up over Johnson, number 6 from the Angels. Centering pass chipped up. Number 5 able to control it. Keep it in. Shot towards Johnson. Nice save. Robinson picks it off the boards. Throws it again off the boards. Over to Ingram. Ingram carries it down low into the Angel zone. Picked off by Robinson. The pass up the far side. Marvisi with it. Shot towards the net. Goes just wide. Ingram now with it. Angels carry it up and had his pocket picked by Ingram. Albano now with it. Tries to chip it up the boards, but he's tied up. Got about 4 players right there. And McEnroy gets it up to Ingram, who loses it. Tigers get it back over to Ingram. Centering pass to McEnroy with a shot. McEnroy with it down low. Noble picks off that pass, that clearing pass. Porter with it, bounces it off the boards, down below the goal line. McEnroy with it. He's holding on to it, gives it over to Noble. Noble had it taken off of his stick, but chipped down low. McEnroy again with it. Tries to get it over to Albano. Albano tried to get it out. Hounded by number 9, Beardshare, and it pops out of the zone. Porter now with it. Gets it over to Marvisi. Marvisi up to Noble. He's not able to handle that. And chipped in. Marvisi flubbed one, and it went right to the slot. But Tigers were able to get it and get it out before anything happened. Chipped in by number 14, Dardanis, sorry. The Denver East families are going to have to bear with me a little bit. I'm not great with names, so I'll probably get a couple of them wrong. Looks like no penalty. Might have been a hand pass. Looks like on the Angels. Angels win that one. Chipped in and goes behind the net. Johnson slows it up. Chipped off the boards by Burnt up to Adams. Adams chips it up to Geronazzo, who leaves it for Adams. Angels not able to control it and rim it around on the far side. Adams right there. Geronazzo has the puck tied up right in the far side half wall. Over to Slomiak. Slomiak with a shot off the goalie's glove. Centering pass by Geronazzo, not able to get it in front. Rimmed it around to the far side. Slomiak now with it. Chips it off the boards. Geronazzo leaves it for Slomiak. And that was Adams with it. Got it up to Slomiak. Burnt down low with it now. Now Geronazzo trying to center it. Geronazzo's looking tired. Chipped up and out. And shot and a save. That was number 19, Patterson. Got a little bit of a breakaway and able to get past the defenders there, but not able to bury that one. Burt with a solid hit on number 13. Gets the puck back. Number 13 was Giles. Giles felt that one. I think he headed right off. And Burnt battling now. Angels come back with it, carry it up through the neutral zone. Again, hounded. That was number 15. We have a penalty, and that's going to be on the Tigers. Chad with a hell of a run into the Tigers zone. He was hounded by a couple of the Tigers and eventually drew a penalty. Looks like we got Tiger going to the penalty box. Number 16, Ingram, is going to the sin bin for a couple minutes. There's probably going to be an interference call. Number 19, Patterson, going up against Porter. Angels win that one. Back up to the top of the slot. Shot blocked by Porter. Porter was right there. 23 with it. It's Stone. Porter, Noble steals that one, comes flying up through, gets it around number 7, and in. The goalie came out of the net and did a great poke check to pop it up past Noble. So Noble wasn't able to bury that one. Looks like we got 31 Smithberger in net. Finally got a look at the back of his jersey. They do not have numbers on the arm, so it's kind of hard to see. So Smithberger with a great poke check to keep that puck out of the zone, and it was knocked off. The net was knocked off by the Tigers, so it comes out to the neutral zone. Angels get it off the face-off. Over to 23, Stone. Stone chips it up. 7 with it. He just throws it in, rims all the way around. Adams gets it, throws it around, chips up the near side boards, but not out. Finally, Kenny with it, throws it all the way down, and that's going to go on net. No icing there. Number 7, Capra picks it up, carries it up ice. Centering pass over to 5, Wozner, and he just throws it in, rims around on the far side. Goes past Marvisi. Slomiak gets it and backhands it up and out. And Smithberger comes out of the net, leaves it for number 23, Stone. Stone carrying it up. Long pass. And he had his pocket picked by Ray. He left the puck there, but was not able to, nobody was able to control it quick enough. Ray got to it and chipped it all the way down. 30 seconds left on the Tigers' penalty. Chipped up and in by number 8, Villalpando. And Slomiak gets it and throws it all the way down. Smithberger comes out of the net, leaves it for one of his defenders. Angels come into the zone. Centering pass. Oh! Johnson with a great save there. Tigers penalty expired. They're back at full strength. But the Angels controlling it down low. And a backhander just wide of the net. Didn't see who got that shot off. And chipped up and out by the Tigers. Number 7, Capra, trying to carry it up. He's got a couple Tigers on him. His pocket was almost kicked in that one. Villalpando trying to get it up and offsides. Albano now with it, carries it through the neutral zone, crosses over the red line and throws it down deep. Noble right there on the far side. Centering pass over to Robinson. He leaves it down below the goal line. Noble battling a couple of the Angel players down low. Number 14 carries it in, Dardanis, and he gets a shot on Johnson. Johnson covers that one up, and we get another stoppage of play. 10-16. Just so you know, we're actually going to be doing an ice resurfacing halfway through the second period. So we'll take an extended intermission then, and then we'll come back for the remainder of the second period, and then another short intermission, and then we'll do the third period. So stay with us. We'll be live the whole time. Long pass over to McEnroy. McEnroy trying to get past 21. Templeton. McEnroy controlling it again. Back to Albano. Over to Kenny. Back up to McEnroy and just chipped in. Angels get to it first. Rimmed around on the far side. Chipped up and out. And Burnt having to race back to get it. Oh, he tried to get it over to Marvisi, and that went off of one of the Angel players and almost went on net. Almost caught Johnson by surprise. Burnt now with it. Gets it over to Marvisi. Marvisi throws it high and hard off the glass. Picked off by number 23, Stone. Pucks back down into the Tigers zone. Johnson leaves it for Burn. Burn does a quick redirection. Back up the zone to Adams. Adams carrying it in. Shot and a save by Smithberger. Great save by Smithberger to keep Denver in the game. Face off down low. Ray taking the draw, going against number 5, Wozner, for the Angels. And there's conversation going on at the Denver bench with the officials and the coach. Looks like that's over, so we're going to get ready to drop the puck. Tigers come away with that one. Marvisi loses a handle on it, comes out of the zone. Bounces it off the near side boards to Geronazzo. Geronazzo just chips it in. Angels get it back in their own zone. Long pass over to number 6, Smith. Smith in, and a little move. And that one was covered up by the defense right behind Johnson. So no goal there for the Angels. Looks like we are taking a mid-second period intermission for an ice resurfacing. We will be back shortly. Current score is 1-0. There's 8:55 left in the second period. Both teams battling it out pretty well. It's a fun game to watch. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. All right, hockey lovers, we are back. Ice has been resurfaced. There's 8:55 on the clock, which is what there was when they left, which is good. Both teams getting their real short warm up, and we should be ready to go. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and mute right until puck drop, but we should be ready to go in just a matter of seconds. All right, we are ready to go. Looks like we got a face-off down in the Tiger zone, which is where they ended the period at, or ended the ice resurfacing. Face-off just to the right of Johnson. Looks like we got Porter taking the draw, going against number 19 Patterson. And Tigers kind of won that one, but pushed it forward. Not out of the zone though. Burnt chips it up, gets it up to McEnroy, carried in by Noble. Noble centering pass, tried to get that over to Porter and not able to connect there. Shot by Slomiak, redirected up front by Porter. Picked up by McEnroy, not Burnt. McEnroy hits one of the Angel players. Shot on by Porter, that goes over the net. McEnroy with it, leaves it for Noble. Noble centering pass over to Porter. Porter redirected it, but not able to get it solidly on net. Puck down low, Angels controlling it up to 29. Carried up, 13. Giles, I believe, shot on net. Redirected wide by Johnson. Johnson playing really solid in net today. Ray gets it up to Noble. Noble carries it in. Centering pass over to Geronazzo. Geronazzo with it, and he puts that in. Geronazzo with the goal. Noble and Ray, I believe, are the assists on that one. That puts the Tigers up 2-0 so far in this game. 7:51 left in the second period. Face off at center ice. Ray taking the draw. And he went against number 15, Chad. Chipped in by the Tigers down the near side boards. Thrown towards the net by Softly. Long pass. Softly intercepts that one and throws it in. Offside, though. And we are doing the late offside, so the Angels pick that one back up. Chipped up. Centering pass. Angels pick it back up after initially losing it. Number 12 carries it down low. That's Krug. Chipped up. Shot towards the net. Blocked by Ray. Ray gets it up to Wenner. Wenner carries it in. Centering pass. That's picked off. Nice pick by number 8, Villalpando. Shot towards the net, and that was an easy one for Johnson. Didn't have to work too hard on that one. Little fluttering shot that goes right on the goalie. Face off just to the left of Johnson. Looks like we got number 14, Dardanis, going against McEnroy. Robinson. Robinson's in net, not McEnroy. And Robinson's kicked out, and Leonard takes that draw. Tigers with it. But Albano not able to get it too much with it. Marvisi now with it. He backhands it up to Ingram. Ingram chips it up. That's picked off by number 5, Wozner. Marvisi gets it in the corner. Tries to. Centering pass. Ingram does get it out of the zone. Robinson with it. He's on a breakaway. And a backhander puts it in the back of the net past Smithberger. That puts the Tigers up 3-0 so far in this game. Tigers with 2 quick goals to start the second half of the game. Porter taking the draw. He is going against number, I believe, 19, Patterson. And Patterson wins that one, chipped up and out. Chipped into the Tiger zone. Burke stopped that right out of the gate. McEnroy now with it. Gets it up to Noble. Noble carries it up through the far side. Leaves it to McEnroy with a hard blast that rims all the way around. Goes up over the net. Rims around and back into the Tigers zone. Patterson with the pass over to Giles. Giles not able to get a shot off. Up the near side boards. Burnt with it. Gets it over to McEnroy. Over to Burnt. That goes off the goaltender's stick. Smithberger leaves it down for Patterson. Patterson over to Giles. Giles chips it up to number 29. That's Yorkin. Burnt battling Yorkin, I believe that is. Down low. Yep. And Giles comes away with it. He's hounded by Porter. Porter's right there. Giles still with it. Up to 24, shot on. Ricocheted in front. 24 is Kyle Bird. Chipped up and centering pass. Adams picks that off. Gets it up to Geronazzo. Geronazzo carries it in. And his shot is blocked by number 24, Kyle Bird. Chipped up and out. And number 6 got to it first. Number 6 was Smith. He came racing over that blue line, got to it first, but apparently he was offsides and it was delayed. They're calling it intentional offsides, so it's coming all the way back down into the Angels zone. Back to Softly. Leaves it for Geronazzo. Shot towards the net. That's blocked up front. Adams with it. Tries to center it, but it was stopped by the net. Softly right there. That bounces up. Geronazzo not able to get a handle on it. Brought out by the Angels. Tried to center it, but Adams hounding number 12. Krug. Centering pass. Right in front of Johnson. Not able to connect on that. Softly back to pick it up in the Tigers zone. Bounces it off the boards up to Adams. Adams gets around a couple of the Angel players and off of Wenner and in. I think Wenner put that one in, assisted by Adams. Tigers were just coming hard out of the gate in this second half of the second period. Really, really tight game between both teams so far. But up until the second half, both teams just going at it. Ingram over to Marvisi. Marvisi gets it back up to Wenner. Wenner chips that in. Down low. Smithberger just lets it go. Centering pass. Marvisi with a blast. And that goes off the post. Marvisi with a heck of a shot. Another one thrown towards the net. Goes off of Smithberger's glove. And Denver is back on their heels. Robinson picks it up in the far side. Chips it up. Wenner right there. Chipped off the boards. Robinson to pick it up in the near side corner. He leaves it back for Wenner, but that one's blocked and picked off. Cross-ice pass. Albano chips that one up. Robinson gets it into the zone. but they're offsides as one of the Tigers was changing from inside the zone. Johnson just leaves it for Albano. Albano rims it off the boards down behind the goal. Chipped up to McEnroy. That's picked off but pops out of the zone. McEnroy with it again. Gets it over to Noble. Noble with a shot, saved by Smithberger. Great pad save. McEnroy again with it. Up, gets it over to Wenner, but Wenner's not able to get it solidly on net. Denver carries it into the Tigers zone. Giles gets around Burnt. Brought up by Noble. McEnroy with it, carries it into the zone. Chips it up for Noble, goes off of Smithberger's skate. Giles, hit by Ray, ends up losing the puck, but Angels get it back over to 7. Centering pass back up to Giles. Giles with it now. He's hit by Burnt. He tried to do a little toe drag. Burnt just went straight to him. Ray blows the tire right there on the half wall. And I think we're going to get a penalty on Adams. See what they're going to call. Referees are conferring right now, but Adams did hit one of the Angel players from behind. Let's see what they're going to call. They're calling an elbow on Adams. Adams in the box for the next 2 minutes. Face-off in the Tigers zone. 1:53 left in the second period. Tigers up 4-0 so far in this tilt. Leonard taking the draw. I think he's going against Patterson. Patterson right there. Giles with it. Backhands it to number 15, but that's picked off by Wenner. Thrown all the way down into the Angels zone. 23, Stone picks it up. Stone again with it. Cross ice. Carried up and thrown in. Rimmed all the way around to the near side. And puck pops up and gets lost in the ceiling. For those that don't know Sertich all that well, there is probably hundreds of pucks stuck up in the ceiling right now. I am really curious to see how many pucks are up there when they actually do pull it down. There's going to be a lot. And Ingram gets booted out. Geronazzo there. Geronazzo gets down low. Centering pass. Geronazzo not able to get a stick on it. Number 8, Villapondo picks it up. And he comes up through the neutral zone into the Tiger zone. Gets bumped by Burnt and chipped in deeper by one of his partners. Angels not able to get a solid stick on a puck. They finally do. Up top, back down to the half wall, centering pass. Little redirection that didn't really go very far. Slomiak gets it, whiffs on it. And Slomiak gets bumped from behind. Number 6 carrying it, spins away from Burnt, chips it up to the near side blue line, and chipped down deep by number 8. Number 8 controlling it now, gets it over to 5. 5 with the shot redirected up front. Back up to the point, another shot blocked up front by Ingram. Slomiak gets it and just blasts it all the way down. 15 seconds left on the Tigers penalty. Long pass goes off of a Tigers player, right on Johnson, redirects it in the corner, and then the horn sound. That will do it for the second period. Tigers with a 4-goal lead currently on the Denver East Angels. We'll be back shortly after the start of the third period. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and mute. All right, folks, we are back. Start of the third period. Tigers still on a penalty kill as Adams still serving his 2 minutes for elbowing. Number 19, Patterson, carries it in, and he's partially blocked by Marvisi. It goes on Johnson, who just gloves it down. Tigers' penalty is over. They're back at full strength right now. Porter taking the draw there. Marvisi now with it. Over to Noble, up to McEnroy. Carried into the zone, over to Noble. Shot way up over the net, goes off the glass. And that took a weird bounce. I think it hit some of the backdrop netting. I think the refs saw the same thing, so they're going to stop play. Smithberger down there, he looked solid for most of this game. Tigers able to bury 3 quick goals after the ice resurfacing. Slomiak chips that one in deep. Angels pick it up, and Adams right there hounding the Angel players. Ray over on the other side. He pinches off, I think, number 6. That's Smith. Smith gets it up to 12. Chipped in by number 12. That's Krug. Chipped down deep. Sloviak with it. He lobs it up and out. And number 23, Stone, gets it. Oh, number 8. Viapondo almost threw it on his own net. It went right off the side of the net. Well, cross-ice pass, Winter right there. Viapondo gets it and tries to chip it up, but he's hounded. Picked off by Winter. Winter with a blast, and that goes into the net. Winter with a rocket of a shot. Goes past Smithberger into the back of the net. It looked like he caught it just a tiny bit with his elbow, but wasn't able to close that off enough to keep it from going in. It popped out right behind him and lightly rolled into the net. Tigers up 5-0 so far. They are not letting up on this Denver East Angels team. Robinson taking the draw now, and Tigers win that one. Albano chips it up. Taken over by the Angels player. Albano with it again, and he lobs it in off of number 5's shin. Marvisi back to pick it up as the Angels get it out. Up to Wenner. Wenner up to Robinson. An odd man rush. And centering pass. Robinson not able to get a stick on it. Marvisi lost a handle on it. and Denver comes flying through the neutral zone, and we got an offsides call as one of the Denver players not able to stay on sides enough to keep from getting that. So we're at a 5-0 game. Exactly 2 minutes have expired in the third period so far. Still 16 minutes left. Face off in the neutral zone on an offsides call. Porter taking the draw. He's going against number 19, Patterson. Tigers get that one back. Kenny chips it up, but not out. Patterson with a shot. Saved by Johnson. Redirected in the far corner. Softly chips it up, but not out. As Denver is able to keep it in. Softly leaves it back for Kenny, who tries to backhand it up. Second attempt, manages to do so. And softly just dives and chips that out of the zone. Back down into the Tiger zone, cross ice and out of the zone. But Angels pick that one back up. McEnroy there, gets it up to Noble. Porter stays on side. Bouncing around in front, but the Angels come flying back up through the ice. Number 7, Capra, shot on net and a save by Johnson, and we get a stoppage of play with a face-off in the Tigers zone just to the left of Johnson. Face-off taken by Ray. Going against number 15, Chad. And Tigers win that one. Slomiak with it. Up to Adams. Adams gets it. Tries to spin away. Ends up losing the puck. Back over to Burnt. Burnt up to Geronazzo. He loses the handle on. Chip towards Johnson. Johnson has to quickly make a pad save there. And he does and covers it up. So we get another stoppage of play and a face-off just to the left of Johnson, same spot as the last one. Robinson taking the draw now, going against number 15, Chad. And Denver East won that one, but Tigers get to it first. Robinson with it. Shot towards the net. That net was way off. It was knocked off by Wenner and number 8, Leopoldo. Not just a little bit, it was knocked like way off. Face off outside of the Angels zone. Robinson taking the draw. Tigers come away with that one. Slomiak with it, carries it over the blue line, and tries to throw it towards the net. It's redirected wide. Picked up down low and chipped in. Ingram there, pounded by number 6. Burnt with it. Gets it over to Wenner. Wenner gets around everybody. Skates in. Another blast. Saved by Smithberger. Shot towards the net and saved by Smithberger. That was a shot by Burnt. Smithberger with 2 quick saves. Looking solid again in net. $14-10 left in the third period. 5-0. Tigers are up right now. Borders kicked out of the face-off circle. McEnroy takes his spot. Actually, both players were kicked out. Angels win that one. Taken around behind the net. Left for number 5. Centering pass picked off by Noble. Noble with a little move and a shot. He passed that over to Porter. Not able to bury that one. But it was a heck of a move. Ingram now with it, bounces it off the boards. Marvisi gets it back somehow. Back into the Tigers zone. Shot up over Johnson. Noble gets it out of the zone. Giles, heck of an effort to get it into the zone. McEnroy over to Adams. Adams with it now. Carries it in. Tries to center it, lost the handle on it. McEnroy now with it. Ray steals that one, takes it behind the net, leaves it for McEnroy. Battle on the far side. Adams with it. Up to Ray. Ray not able to get a shot off. Chipped up for number 14. Shot up over Johnson. That was Dardanis with a heck of a effort and a good shot, but it goes up over the net and over Johnson and into the backdrop netting. So we get a face-off just outside of the Tigers zone in the neutral zone. Ray taking the draw. Going against number 14, Dardanis. Tigers win that one. Kenny over to Softly. Softly tries to get it up to Ray. Not able to connect on that. Ray chips that one in deep. Rimmed around to the far side. Geronazzo there putting some pressure on. Still Angels controlling it. And finally pops out of the zone. Ingram bumps number 9 off the puck. Dardanis again tries to squeak in. Chipped up the boards and out. Backhanded in by number 21. That's Templeton. Tigers controlling it in their own zone. Robinson with a heck of an effort to get it into the Angels zone. But the Angels battling hard to try and get it out. Off the near side wall and chipped back in by Kenny. Wenner back to get it, going against number 7. And 2 fantastic saves by Smithberger, but he's not able to save the 4th one. Smithberger was just pummeled down there. That gives the Tigers yet another goal in their lead. 6-0 so far at the 11:47 mark of the 3rd period. Smithberger made some fantastic saves, but just wasn't able to make the final one against the Tigers. I do not know who got that one. I think it might have been Wenner, but I'm not 100% sure. Robinson taking the draw now. Going against Patterson. And Robinson and Patterson just tied each other up. Shot in on Johnson. Robinson with it. Gets it over to Wenner. Wenner not able to control it. It's taken from him. Number 18 carries it in. That is Sanchez. Up to Noble. Noble up over to Wenner. Wenner back over to Noble. Noble carries it in. Past to Porter. Not able to control it. Angels with it now. Up to the neutral zone. Chipped off the boards by McEnroy. Noble with it now. Leaves it for Burt. Burt with it. Tries to get it up to Noble, but they don't connect. One of the Denver East players picks it off in the neutral zone, carries it over the blue line. So we get an offsides call. And a face-off in the neutral zone. Porter taking the draw, going against number 15, Chad. Angels controlling it now. D-to-D pass. Sorry, they were out of camera right there. Chipped up the boards. Albano with it. Tries to get it over to McEnroy. Pass up to Porter, up to Noble. Barbisi with it. Chips it down deep for McEnroy. McEnroy now with it. Looking for that pass. Albano now with it. Shot and a save by Smithberger. Albano walked in that far side. Got a good solid shot off. But Smithberger with a great save. 10:20 left in the 3rd period. Face-off taken by Ray. Out with Geronazzo and Adams. Looks like we got Patterson out there. Patterson wins that one back to Smithberger, and he just covers it up. Not taking any chances there. We're going to redo that face-off. Ray again taking the draw. And Ray gets booted out as Adams was eking in on that far side. Geronazzo takes his place. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi with a shot right off of Smithberger's shoulder. Angels controlling it now. Goes off of Geronazzo. Geronazzo back to Albano. Albano chips it up. And Adams gets it back to Geronazzo. Bounced off the boards, but picked off. Angels control it now in their own zone. Number 5 with a spin. Not able to connect with Giles. Kenny picks that one off. And Tigers get it out. Marvisi did that, but he lost the handle on, brought right back in by Patterson, and then chipped out by Wenner. Angels now controlling it in the neutral zone. Spins back, creates a little bit of time and space. Number 24 hit hard by Robinson, but Angels carry it into the Tigers zone. They get around behind the net. Centering pass to Giles. Not able to get the shot off. Ingram spins back into his own zone. Chips it up the boards and out. Kenny backhands it up. And number 21, Templeton with it. Chips it up to 14. Down to 9. 9 racing down low. Bumped off the puck by Kenny. Softly down there. Gets it up to McEnroy. McEnroy up to Noble. Noble with the head of steam. Gets past Templeton. McEnroy centering pass. That makes it on net, but I think Smithberger made a great save there. Porter steals that one. Over to Noble. Noble gets around the defender. Over to the far side. Nobody there. Shot on. And Johnson redirects that one up into the corner. And goes off the backdrop netting. So we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the Tigers zone. 8:04 left in the third period. Current score 6-0 with the Tigers being up in this game so far. Ray taking the draw, going against Patterson. Adams now with it. Carries it into the zone. Stop, gets around number 8 by Apondo. Still battling down low is Adams. Back up to the point. Slomiak with a shot on and a save by Smithberger. 7:42 mark of the third period. Tigers win that one. Geronazzo with it. Gets around Patterson. Geronazzo still controlling it. Using that great strength of his up to Ray. Ray with the shot that's blocked, and that hits the backdrop netting. Geronazzo controlling that puck down low in the Angels zone. Ray again taking the draw. Going against number 15, Chad. Tigers controlling it. Geronazzo going to work again. Centering pass. Adams with a shot right off of Smithberger. Adams picks it up in the corner, leaves it for Geronazzo down below the goal line. But the Angels get to that puck first. Long pass picked out of the air by Slomiak. Angels controlling the puck in the neutral zone now. Brought in. Number 23, Stone gets it in deep. Slomiak down low, chips it up, and not able to get it out. Angels still controlling it down low. Picked off by Ray. Chipped up the boards. Ray picks that one off. He's got a stick stuck in his jersey. Squirts out of the zone. The Angels having to retreat into their own zone to pick it up. And Wenner takes a whack at it, gets it up to Ingram. Ingram gets around number 24, tries to make a move, but not able to bury that one or even get a shot off. Ingram with a good hit, stolen by Robinson. Robinson to Wenner, and Smithberger did not have that one. His defense came in behind him and kept it from going into the net. Great play. Wenner, and I think that was Robinson that went in with them. Order out now to take the draw for the Tigers. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi with a shot redirected up front by Porter. That was a great shot. Awesome redirection. Great save by Smithberger. Shot on Johnson. Johnson just gloves that one down, and we get another stoppage of play and a face-off down low. Porter taking the draw. Going against Patterson. Noble gets it up and out of the zone. Chipped it in. Rimmed around to the near side. And Porter right there up to Noble. Shot by McEnroy. And cleared by the Angels. Marvisi back to pick it up. And he just bounces it off. Tries to bounce it off the boards, but that's picked off. And Marvisi going to the box for a trip. That's going to put the Tigers on a penalty kill at the 5:21 mark of the third period. Let's see if the Angels can get back into this game with the man advantage. Dardania wins that one. Dardanis won that one. Angels controlling it down low. Shot on. That one goes up into the backdrop netting. Geronazzo taking the draw, going against Dardanis. And no clear winner there. Shot on by Dardanis. Johnson with a heck of a save. Dardanis just spun and got a really good shot on. Tigers get it out. McEnroy right there. He knocks that out of the air and chips that down deep as number 5, Wozner, comes in and gives him a little what for. Carried up by the Angels. Dardanis with it. Chipped up the far side boards. Shot on, number 5 redirected up front and goes just wide of Johnson. Dardanis with it, bounces it off the boards. Not able to keep it in. 29, Yorkin. 5 with the puck. 50 seconds left on the Tigers penalty. Up to Giles. Giles carries that in. Rims it around all the way to the far side. Puck's way up in the air, batted around. And Tigers not able to get it out. Giles with it. Shot on, saved by Johnson. And he covers that one up when we get a stoppage of play. And a face-off just to the right of Johnson. Ingram taking the draw, going against Patterson. Ingram wins that one. Kenny back to get it, and he just pins it against the boards, trying to waste time on the Marvisi penalty. 15 seconds left to go on the penalty. Back up to the point. Over to the near side, back over to the far side, over to the half wall. Back up to 7, over to 23. Back up to 7. 15 with it, chips it down low. Shot on, saved by Johnson. Ingram with the puck, takes it around behind the net. Shot on, save, batted at. Ingram not able to get to it first. Angels doing a good job of keeping the Tigers hemmed in their own zone. Kenny with it, rims it around over to the near side. Down for Giles, centering pass. Geronazzo with it, chipped up, and finally, well, it went out, but it went out of the ring. Went over the Tigers bench and into the bleachers. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off. They're saying the neutral zone, so that's where we're going to take it. 6-0 with 2:28 left in the third period. Porter taking the draw, going against number 12, Krug. Tigers win that one. Noble with it. McEnroy picks it up, gets around, gets it over to Noble, back over to McEnroy. Centering pass. Doesn't make it to Porter. Tigers have to retreat into their own zone to pick it up. Burnt bounces it off the backboard. Slomiak not able to hold on to it, but he gets it back. Second attempt, gets it up to McEnroy. McEnroy carries it in, cuts to the net, shot, and we have the net knocked off. I don't think the officials have noticed it yet. They have not. Burnt now with it. Robinson picks it up. Sorry, not Robinson, Slomiak. Over to the near side. Chipped in, Burnt down there to pick it up. Slomiak rims it around to Noble. Noble just redirects it, but not out. Shot. That one bounced around. Caught Johnson by surprise. Burnt chips it off the boards, and McEnroy picks it up on the near side wall. Lazily skates in. Long wind up all the way to Las Vegas. Goes off of a Angel stick and up into the ceiling. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to the right of Smithburger. 1:10 left in the third period. Tigers controlling it. Down to Adams. Geronazzo. Geronazzo tried to center that one, not able to get it in front. Angels controlling it. Chipped up. Kenny now with it. Gets it over to Geronazzo, up to Adams. Adams with a nice little spin. Shot towards the net. Goes off of the pads. Another blast up over the goalie by Kenny. Adams with a little punishing hit on number 14. Takes a weird bounce. Number 14 is Dardanis. Merrill with it. Throws it up the boards. Out of the zone. Tigers have to retreat into the neutral zone and pick it up. Puck's right there. Not moving much, and there's a pile of bodies right in front of the penalty box. Finally, Dardanis comes away with it, but Wenner's right on him. Chipped up the boards. Softly just chips it up off the glass, gets it out of harm's way. And that does it for the game. Tigers win 6-0 against Denver East Angels. That does it for our broadcast for the day. Everybody, I'm going to let it run for a little bit so you can do the handshake line, and then we will sign off. Everybody have a great Wednesday evening. And next game for the Tigers is going to be Up in South Suburban on Saturday evening, we will be broadcasting live on both Facebook and YouTube. So join us at either location for another great game. Everybody have a good evening.